This young woman said that when she refused to marry her first cousin who was back home, her mom decided that she was going to do juju on her to force her into the marriage. And if it wasn't for her dad and his second wife intervening, she would have lost her mind permanently. You already know what time it is. Story time. Let's go ahead and get into it. She's in her early 20s and recently graduated from university. Last summer, she went back home to spend time with her mom. While she was there, her mom started pressuring her to marry her first cousin. And when she refused, it became this big deal, this big issue. So she ended up going to her dad about the situation, and he was in full support of her decision. Now, a little bit of context so that you can get the full picture. While her parents are married, it's a religious marriage. On paper, he's only married to the second wife, who has basically been raising her since she came to the States when she was like 7 or 8. Her dad has 2 kids with her mom and 3 kids with the second wife. All the kids except for her oldest brother, same mom, same dad, are in the States living with her dad. And while he's been a great father to her and her siblings and a good husband to the second wife, her mom and her dad do not have the best relationship. But for the sake of culture and image, they have stayed married. Beyond that, her mom also said that she would rather die than leave the marriage, even though they have been lived together in over 15 years. Even when he goes back home, he'll see her during his trip maybe once or twice. Outside of that, he stays at a different house, separate from her and her family. Keep in mind, he does own the house that her and her family live in and is fully supporting them. Now that you have that context, let's keep going. Once she tells her dad about the marriage pressure, he immediately puts a stop to it. He lets her mom know that he will not force his daughter into a marriage that she doesn't want. Her mom pretends to agree, but starts, plotting behind her back. And before it's time for her to leave, her mom tells her that they need to visit a juju doctor so that she can get cleansed and receive blessings before she heads back. She agrees because this is something that they've always done, and she didn't think anything of it. After everything, the guy gives her this whitish cloth that she's supposed to wear around her waist for about 30 days. She does what she's told without hesitation. When she returns, she starts having these weird dreams, but she doesn't think anything of it and just ignores it. 2 months after getting back, her mom starts bringing her cousin and the marriage back up, which she found odd. Pascal, why are you even bringing that up? We've already talked about that. That's already been, said, done, and buried. But I digress. Her mom keeps bringing it up, and, she doesn't want, issues with her mom and stuff like that. So she keeps it very short, but remains firm on her point of she's not interested in marrying him. She doesn't want to marry him, period. Now, what was even weirder in the situation was that anytime she refused, she would start feeling strange, almost like she was coming down with some sort of cold or flu. And from there, she started getting really bad nightmares. About 4 months after returning home, things had gotten so bad, she started hallucinating, seeing things. It got to the point where she had to be committed. The doctors at the facility tried everything, but they couldn't figure out what was going on with her. Eventually, her stepmom, her dad's second wife, got involved. Now, she had been suspicious from the beginning, because when she first got married, the first wife had done some really bad juju to her. Something that woman had not admitted, even up to this day. And it took so much to help her through that situation. So her gut feeling was just telling her, that the woman may be up to her antics again. But she was like, you know what? Why would she even do this to her daughter? But she's like, she rather err on the side of caution, was like, you know what? I'm just going to trust my gut and try to see what I can do to help. So she stepped up. She started gathering information, asking her a bunch of questions. That's when she told the second wife everything that, she could remember about what had happened when she was last back home. The second wife got some help from people back home and was able to figure out what was done to her. With the blessing of her dad, the second wife worked with another juju doctor to get some stuff to help cure her. She first started by burning the cloth that they asked her to wear around her waist for about 30 days and to keep it afterwards. From there, they did some cleansing baths amongst other things. Within a month, she was back to her regular self. It wasn't until Ramadan this year that she was able to get the truth out of her mom, and it wasn't even the whole truth. She ended up going to her cousin, the one that they was trying to force her to marry, and he's the one who told her everything. The promises that her mom had made, how she guaranteed that her daughter will fall in line. Apparently, she had promised her sister, the mom had promised her sister, that when her daughter was old enough, she would make her marry the cousin. That way the cousin could come to America since her dad had given her citizenship. When she went to circle back with her mom had the audacity, the nerve to say that she did what she felt like was best for her daughter and that her daughter did not understand because she was young. Never apologized and absolutely zero remorse. She went no contact with her since then. The close relationship she had with her dad's second wife is even closer now because she sees how far this woman is willing to go to protect her, even if that means protecting her from her own mother.